Good afternoon, my friends. Your Florida history hunter. Actually, it's still morning here in Central Florida. And without really straining the brain, anybody care to comment on where I may be at the moment? Oh, yes. I am down at the creek and getting ready to step in and see what kind of treasures last night's rain may have washed loose from these banks. And that's what's happening, is over a couple thousand years of humans living along these waterways in Central Florida, evidence of their civilization, which has been buried for 500 up to 2,000, 3,000, 5, 7, 10, 12,000 years. And slowly but surely the dynamics of the earth are changing. So this is just good old ordinary plain old lighter wood. Doesn't have any evidence somebody carving on it that I can tell. And it's still in the process of deterioration too. So chances are it's not that old. You're gonna be able to move that out of the way. But I'm thinking this might be a good spot right here to set up the screen. And let's see if we can't sift something out from the bottom here. I'm thinking maybe I'm going to want to sit right about here. I see some more wood down at the bottom here, so we're going to slowly bring it up and look at it. This is very dimensional. Look at that edge right there. And I could see the saw blade. So this is rough sawn wood. So this could be like late 1800s up into the 1930s and 40s, pretty much. Ooh, and watch where I throw stuff. I almost landed all of that on my my carry bag. That looks like another piece of that rough sawn, but it may not be. This edge right here doesn't look sawn. It actually looks chiseled. That's one of those suspicious pieces. All right. So I think I'll scoop it right onto the tray on the bottom, and let's see what we may turn up in a couple shovelfuls here. I tell you, there is a lot of knotwood, and so picking through what's knotwood and not, which is actually still knotwood because the indigenous peoples use knotwood, lighter wood, fat wood, whatever you choose to call it, as a natural material, and they would study it and try to see some kind of spirit in it, and then they would remove that. I mean, that's just a nice looking piece of knot right there. I don't see any evidence of anything being worked on it. And like one of my followers said, that's a beautiful display piece for people that have like arrowhead collections. And one person said it'd be really neat, like this way you could set rings on it. So we're gonna start collecting some of that, but it doesn't go into the artifact pile. Alright, I need to rethink how I'm going to attack this area right here. I'm feeling very early in the day to be squatting my ass down in the mud. So I'm going to bring my little trusty little... Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, that's the piece I just sent downstream. I'll try to drag this up here and set my butt down on it. Over here. Over here somewhere, I'm hoping. Oop. There, I can work with that. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. Wet butt, but not soaking, sitting in it. Super tight, but still wicking some water up my keister. Hello my friends, Florida History Hunter. Just came off of the road, and now we are getting ready to, wait for it, we're getting ready to walk on into the creek. And we are officially slogging. There it is. This is starting to rot away. One day it's going to collapse, and then it'll block the creek up, make a nice jam. There's a lot of sand in this creek. I'll be willing to bet it's a couple feet deep. Yeah, I'm down at least a foot and it's nothing but solid sand. It's all wash out from the banks. I mean, just thinking about it, it's like 2,000 plus years of rainstorms washing and eroding the two banks down. And so the base of the creek is going to be a few feet below where I'm walking. There's an unusual flat spot off to the left here, and then a ridge. This looks like an antler, and it could very well be one. It got really sticky suddenly. Sticky hot. I'm guessing flooring. And I got somebody keeps ringing me up. There's that unusual flat area, and it's all small trees. There's not a single large tree anywhere over there. And I'm a little curious about why that is. And we're at a fork in the road. Of another creek. Alright, let's see who's calling. One of these days I want to come back and hit that island right there with a shovel and somebody to do the actual shovel work and just do some random strikes, see if we don't find anything. The ravens or crows And I believe this to be the land of the bird people. Well, I'd have to say that that is a tool. Look at that. That's freaking amazing. Look at that. That's a beauty. Yeah, that's sweet. That is just freaking sweet. Now the first legitimate artifact of the day. Probably a net shuttle. That's what it's called. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to down our gear and spend some time around here. I'm going to play in this area for a while. There's something about this island that's piqued my interest, but we shall come to that on another day. Meanwhile, I find myself a spot to sit down. Plywood. These perfect points. That's the second one. That's got a perfect point to it too. Whatever it is, it's rotted. clay like crazy. That usually signifies the bottom. And if that was something, it just looks like root. And all the wood here is rotted. And even if these were artifacts, they're destroyed. Now that looks like a bone. It definitely is a bone. No, it's not. It's a carved piece of wood.